going. Alrighty. So where we last left off, Hulas was impressed with their skills and has given us the second phase of the test to become full Genoharadan. Genoharadan? That's how I'm going to say it. So, Genoharadan. We have Athorak, we have Rodian, and we have Vorn. Tatooine, Kashyyyk. A Twi'lek named Vek had the swoop track on Manan. Posed as a representative of a wealthy Coruscant family to lure prey out. Let's see how we can do that. Where was the swoop again? I'm assuming it was this way? Oh. I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. Swoop, swoop, swoop. It's gotta be to the east. Shouldn't have left there without checking. Oops. Here we go. Ah.
Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ai thaudonga. Tulpada bong. Tongai tuam jiji yumalith pa ang ninkotu. Tulpada bunk walyagando de nago chuchut. Kachi chu ai thaudonga.
Client. We deal with the kind of pieces found in the chambers
Jilo
of the
mulera
Arctic
de
Senator.
bobo.
I represent a wealthy buyer from Coruscant.
Takum justak miki grabel mogo.
Yes, you do have that look about you.
Kachi chu ai
They are everyone who serves the rich and powerful. Servile, fawning. Look, I have seen in my own mirror far too often. Very well, I'll set up a meeting with my boss. This is permit Athoric to conduct his private business in a non-secured hangar. Go to the docking bays and we'll meet you there. Excellent. Actually, let's just do one of those. And then we can just skirt. There he is. Thorok is waiting for you inside the hangar. You probably know there are no security cameras there. The better to conduct our business away from prying eyes. However, before we go in, I'll point out that there's a rather large assault droid sitting beside me. I and the droid will both accompany you into Sir Thorok, just to make sure there's no trouble. My business with Athoric is private. Thorok is an important man with access to the rich and powerful. He's not about to let himself become an easy target for a kidnapping or an assassination. When you meet Athoric, I and the droid will both be there. It's my job to protect my employer, and I intend to do that regardless of my personal feelings toward him. Personal feelings? Do you mean you don't like Athoric? Thorok can be as temperamental as his clients. Combine that with his arrogance and the way he treats his underlings, and you can understand why I might soon consider seeking other employment. Despite all of Thorok's faults, he does pay well, so I serve my employer faithfully for now. You should quit on him right now. Leave and find another job. You're right. He's never treated me with the respect I deserve, yelling at me, insulting me, belittling me. I don't know why I stayed with him as long as I did. Thorok never appreciated me while I was around, so let's see how he likes dealing with you alone. Before I go, one last warning. Whatever your plan for Athoric is, be careful. I've always suspected he was more than just a simple merchant. I've heard people who cross him are rarely heard from again. I don't want to risk his vengeance, so I'm going to disappear for a while, just in case Athoric gets the better of you in this. You understand? Goodbye, human. Good luck. Very nice. So you're just gonna chill there, right, Assault Droid? You the buyer I'm supposed to meet? Where's Vec? What's going on here? Peck's not on your payroll anymore. Some security advisor. He lets an assassin walk right in on me. Peck's going to pay for this betrayal after I'm done taking care of you. You're telling me to shush on my stream? Okay, let's see now. Thorak. Can I stun you, or should I even try to stun you? Should try to protect myself, realistically. Start with the speed. Get the force armor. Oh. Speed, force armor, attack. Nice. Dark side points. Alright. No cameras, no problem. Camera's activated, he's sitting right there dead. I didn't do anything. Do I have to get all 3 kills? Let's go collect the bounty for this and see what he says. Can't remember if he said kill all 3 to get into the guild or just kill 1. I'm not a huge fan of how the bounty hunting is forcefully giving me dark side points. Like, I thought I was making these kills in the interest of the Republic, which more or less stands for the good of the people, rather than like the dictatorship of the Empire. But dark side it is, I guess. I've been gray this whole time, until now. The Genoharadan are making me an evil person. Thorak Goldar is dead. I heard he met a rather grisly end. For completing this mission, you have earned another reward. Take these Genoharadan gloves. You'll find they're very useful in battle. By disposing of Thorak, you bring yourself ever closer to being accepted into the Genoharadan. But you must complete all your missions before you'll be admitted into the guild. Okay. Nope, that's it. Okay, so we haven't explored Tatooine or Kashyyyk yet, so... Man, Kashyyyk's pretty. I'm gonna save that for last. We'll go to Tatooine next. Save all the fun Wookiee stuff for the end. Tatooine. Anchorhead. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Unless you go to Mos Eisley.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Like it was in some kind of cave, just like the last one.
The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Alright. Actually, I did collect some lightsaber crystals. Did I already make adjustments? Sigil and Obla. Yeah, I see this stuff. Attack bonus plus keen. What does keen do again? 2d6 against droids. Chance to stun. Attack 3. 1d8. Dark side. Light side. Bonus physical 3. So depending on which side I'm on, changes the bonus. So I guess it's a 1d8 for me. And the Solari. Or wait, I have the Solari? Oh, this was Opala. 3 damage and massive criticals. Yeah, I kind of want to keep that, to be honest. Let's just quickly look up what keen means. KOTOR keen. During each attack, a character makes a 20-sided dice is rolled. If the value of the dice is inside the threat range, in your case, albeit the dice rolled at 19 or 20, your attack has a chance to make a critical hit. The attack could hit the target and you rolled inside of the threat range. Then a critical attack dice roll will be made. If that hits the target, critical hit will be made. Keen doubles the critical threat range a weapon has. So if a weapon has only a threat at 20, keen will make it so 20 and 19. That's actually sick. Okay, let's rethink this then. If the critical threat range is 19 and 20, now it's 17 to 20. That's pretty dope. Wait a second. Restricted to light side. Oh. So I misinterpreted that. Well, that makes that decision easier. Massive criticals. Sick. I'm gonna get some big hits with that. And you can have one of those. And let's give you that. I think Jahanis are good already. Although, this is against the droids. Let's give her power against the dark side peeps. And bolt deflection. That seems good. Okay, well, considering like this bounty hunting business is gonna make me into a Sith, I might as well just lean into being bad, right? Although I guess I could still balance it. Let's try it. So, Bastila Jahani.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
What do I get for my 100 credits?
The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses.
I don't need to pay the fee.
You know, I don't think you need to pay the fee. We'll let it go this time. This will cover any future landings as well. It's
Thanks,
like a
man.
registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
Actually, I need to get going.
As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Your wish?
Recommended critical strike? Let's give you saving throws. And force whirlwind. Yeah, fine. Literally every spaceport I go to, I don't need to pay. And then both of the girls who are light side are just like, the Force is not a toy. And I'm like, nah, 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 nah. The Force is my toy. Let's give her... Actually, she's a Guardian. I should just be giving her buffs. Saving throws. And... yes, Master Speed. Hell yeah. Destroy droid? That seems good. Bastel is basically my anti-droid slash healer. That's her job. Stasis field. You can have force armor too. Protect yourself a little bit. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Master Jedi defense. +1 with lightsabers? Sure. Stasis field. Nice. Very cool.
Yes? What can I do?
What?
That's a cool look. Alright. Hello there, Captain. Let's see. Ah, yes, here it is. Looks like the shipment has been delivered to your ship, as requested. What shipment? Docking Bay 32, check. Crate 4287, check. Manifest. The life form Gizka. Everything seems to be in order. Gizka? Right here in the manifest that you ordered Gizka to be delivered to Docking Bay 32. That's right here. All I need is your thumbprint. Where did the datapad go? At any rate, the Gizka are yours. One of the loaders split the crate in your hold. Some of the crews might have gotten loose. You don't accept liability. We certainly don't take cargo back. Enjoy. What a prick. Try any voice commands for this game. I haven't bought the full version of voice attack yet, so with how complex this game is, I didn't want to take the time to try and figure out which 20 commands I'd best like. But for example, all of these have a corresponding key, so realistically I could program the word, I could say the phrase show quests and program that to press the key L, and it would, and then I could equally put another phrase, same key, saying hide quests, but if quests wasn't showing and I said hide quests, it would show quests. So I could just make it quests if I wanted to, but it's about the extent of what I would want it to do. It would be very simplistic stuff, and I'd rather just push buttons.
Leave me be. If I don't get these converters working, I lose my job.
I'm probably gonna end up getting the full version though. I just haven't yet because, well, let's be real. I'm just being lazy. I don't want to spend all that time programming commands yet. If I'm gonna do it for anything, I'm gonna do it for squadrons, simply because I don't own a joystick, let alone a HOTAS, and furthermore, it's not like I'm going to play in VR with my keyboard and mouse. I'm probably going to end up playing with my Xbox controller, which means limited functions and doing all the other important functions with my voice, ideally, which is going to be so sick. I haven't decided if I'm going to come up with my own name for my droid, or if I'm just going to call him R2. That's the thing too, is like, because this is a game where I can effectively pause at any time, it's not really something that I need in the moment. Still would be fun though. Sharina Fizark.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left.
Speak.
I'll try not to take up too much of your time. I realize that everyone is out for themselves on Tatooine. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Huzzah without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare.
Why do you need the money?
We spent everything on my husband's hunting gear. We hoped that the sport would support us. We hoped. Whoever killed him took everything. All I have left is this desert raid plate. We thought we were so lucky when he brought it home. If I could sell it, the kids and I could get out of here. Maybe buy passage to Coruscant? I don't know.
Let's talk about what to do with the plate.
Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They're worth more than 500 credits.
Perhaps I will buy it.
You will? Oh, thank you so much. Please, I know it's worth at least 500 credits.
Here's an extra 200.
700 credits! Oh, thank you. It is more than generous of you. I don't know what to say. I just don't.
This
Don't
is
say
how
anything.
Jedi should always act. With honor.
Thank you for helping this woman. It may not seem like such a great thing to you, but you're making a difference.
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
Okay. Huzzah. Well, a new face. Come to test your skill on the endless dunes of Tatooine. Huzzah's Lodge. Otherwise, may not have much, but it does have the meanest predators in this side of the galactic rim. A hunter's paradise. These ones scroll so fast. I'm gonna do my best to keep up, because I realize most people probably don't want to read. So I'm not gonna voice act, but I'm at least gonna make it not just repetitive alien noises. I have something to sell you. I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to even look at you without a hunting license. Circuit Corporation rules. The other hunters all have theirs. You can't make exceptions or I'll get shut down. What are you doing here? This is a hunting lodge. Purchase the sports. What the sportsmen bring in. It's not bad. I am gonna paraphrase a lot though. I've been doing that all game. Okay. Bye for now. Kudos. What's up, Kudos? Oh, he's a Pizak player. What do you do? I play Kazakh. Wonderful. Bye. I'm stuck.
Yes? What can I do?
Yes?
Comad Fortuna. Yes, is there something you wish? Information, if I could trouble such a worthy hunter for a moment. Spare me the flattery. Such talk is rarely sincere. Who are you? What do you do? I'm Comrade Fortuna, a hunter and member of this lodge. It's not a life for everyone, but I'm content. I'm looking for something. Who knows the planet best? No one will return your questions. To truly know the dunes, you have to live there, as the sand people do. Only they truly explore the land, but they will attack without debate, if you see them at all. What about the Jawas? The Jawas may know the land as well. They are interested in trading and talking. They scavenge to escape. Their language is difficult. If you get anything more than the price of a droid out of them, I'll be impressed. Okay.
Get lost, Tenderfoot. I hunt Desert Raid. I don't babysit.
It's just as well you probably couldn't teach me anything.
Hoping to goad me into talking a bit? All right, what do you want?
Who are you? What do you do?
My name is Doric Quinn. I'm a hunter. I hunt. Is that enough, or should I start listing my family birthdays?
He's not going to tell me where the best hunting is. He's just going to be smart about it.
If that's what
Who knows the planet best?
You'll have to ask around. Comrade Fortuna is a much more experienced hunter than I am. He hunts far from Anchorhead. The local Jawas are a good source of information, even if it is hard to understand them. It may cost you, though. Good hunting.
Okay. Let's talk to Tanis.
What can I do for you? Did my wife send you? This ain't about credits, is it?
I'm looking for experts. You seem knowledgeable.
Oh, of course. Who put you up to this, my wife? I meant what I said about having no credits.
I want to know who knows the planet best.
Who knows the planet? I don't know. I guess the sand people. I'm usually running when I see them, though.
You ever seen the sand people with something odd?
Sure. My blood. They almost got me last year. Tore up 2 of my battle droids. Wife was mad about that. Took her weeks to fix. Where they got weapons to cut battle armor, I don't know. They act like animals, but they can surprise you.
Okay.
Good hunt.
Nothing for you? What about these Gamorreans? Which Gamorrean do I have to kill? Vorn Dasrad. Suspected to be on Tatooine hunting crate dragons. So none of these guys. Snort. Haha, boys. You talk to me. What do you want, you me? Ha, you tell him, Gurk. Watch your tongues, piggies, or I'll rip them out. You talk pretty big. Maybe you should take that back. Gurkin boy's tough. Yeah, Gurk right. Maybe we chase you out of system. Maybe dump you in the dunes. Or I slaughter you where you stand. Wanna risk it? Wait a minute. Easy now. Gurk, we have to go do that thing. What? Oh yeah, you lucky, Humi. We got to do some business somewhere, yeah. We see you again, though. Just you wait. Okay. Fair enough. That was pretty dickish of me. And in my boots. Earth miner.
Something you want? I don't have a lot of time for talk, so please, make it quick.
Take however long I want, understand?
Is there some kind of problem? I'm just doing my job. I don't want any trouble from you.
I think you're my problem. Maybe I should do something about it.
Hey, why are you threatening me? I just repair the crawlers. It's not like I'm packing away the credits. I don't need this. What are you trying to prove?
Never speak to me again, worm. Just because. You'll be hearing about this Zerka puppet. I'm not going to let this drop. You can't murder a whole village. Don't tell me to take my concerns to your corporate kiosk. I know when I'm not wanted. What's going on here? Who are you? Done talking in this office. They aren't interested in listening to me. I doubt they'll even acknowledge I was here. Typical corporate evasion happens when they own everything. No accountability. Don't even bother bringing it up. Okay.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses.
I want to ask about hunting licenses.
As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is.
There's no way to get a license?
Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains.
Alright, I agree.
Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them.
Let's go back to my first questions.
Very well, though I do have work to get back to.
Anything out of the ordinary happening?
I assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Zerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants.
Know anything more local?
If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go to the Swoop Track, one of the few leisure industries on Tatooine. There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates. I can't be more specific about what he wanted. Our droid translators had difficulty with the message. Very...
What about Zerka Corporation?
Of course. Zerka Corporation records are available at our representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. For your needs here, we maintain a fully stocked storehouse. Speak with Greeda Holda about any purchases. Farewell.
Okay.
Zerka Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
Jeez. Script memorized. Bastila has something on your mind.
How can I help?
I'd like to know more about you.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself. I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Talravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
Discouraged?
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
you aren't allowed to love?
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
You don't sound very convinced.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my
Relatable.
father terribly for a long time.
Who weren't you on good terms with?
I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
Never tried to get in touch with your father again?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
You sound very sad when you say that.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Good talk. This is about mining or sand people. I just managed the storehouse. What do you have? Mesh underlay, mines, stealth belt, grenades. Nothing special. I'll take these support packs though, since they're limited supply. And then oh, almost forgot. All my special toys from the Illuminati. To 24 gets bumped up. Oh, it's an extra damage, but still, it's sick. And Agasato's blade. It's an extra 1 to hit. On hit, poison mild. Damage, DC 15. It's neat. Oh, that's right. Do I want the regenerator? I feel like this is an item that I can just use out of combat when I'm recovering. And I'll just take the extra health, because like 224 up to 256, that seems worth it. And I should just accept the fact that I'm never going to be able to wear these. And it's a wisdom +2, so let's give these to Bastila. And oh, she has a neural band. Give her a neural band as well. She has the master robe.
I'm here.
Yes?
Okay. Let's go see what was going on with... What's his name? Don't believe a word Corp said in there. It's always a peaceful solution to conflict. They're just lazy. Is this about Zerka wanting the Sand People chieftain killed? So you're the killer they hired. Just gonna walk out there and wipe them out? I'd expect no less from fools. Sand people aren't animals, I've watched them. They're intelligent. There's a peaceful way to stop the attacks. No one will try, of course. Can't even leave the city without Zerka approval. And they want the Sand People dead. Zerka said that the Sand People attacked first. They did. They attacked the Zerka who deployed numerous giant sandcrawlers and started tearing the desert with iron, shovels, and whatever else. What would you have done? To the Sand People, it must have seemed like an invasion. There were no negotiations for territory or resources. I don't think killing has been justified, but as a conservationist, I'm hoping someone at least tries to talk this out. What do you suggest? Vacation? We could just speak to them. They don't talk, at least not in any language an average translator can understand. The Jedi were here a few years ago. Couldn't seem to get through to them. I think it ended in blood too. Not saying it would be easy, but someone has to try. Maybe with a real translation droid, not these old protocol scrap droids. Who would have a capable droid? They're pretty rare, even on well-stocked worlds, but I'm sure I heard something about an unusual droid in the shop here on Tatooine. Yukalaka say that it could speak a Sand People dialect, although he'd say West. The droid, maybe you could talk to them. I wouldn't survive. Maybe the desert robes in disguise, someone could get into their enclave. Where would that enclave you mentioned be? Southwest of the Dune Sea. Alright, maybe I'll look into it. That's what Zerk Corpse keeps saying. Fighting won't stop until they're all dead. Or until Zerka leaves. Boy. Sure are pessimistic for a conservationist. Maybe you should find a new line of work, bud. Swoop. Yukaril. Here for money? I'll pay the hut what I owe as soon as the circuit is back on its feet. You're just a kid. Spare moment? Change my mind. Let's talk to Mota. Who are you? Nobody. What do you want? Handouts? Go dig a mine. I have a box from you sent from Lurs. A box? Oh, that box. Yeah, I know what box you're talking about. Thought I was supposed to be here a month ago. You take a detour? You open the box? No, of course not. Smart man. You live longer that way. Suppose you're expecting payment now, huh? I'll give you 2,000 for the box. You want to pay me a little more. I will pay you more, but I don't like it. Take your money and let me get back to my race business. I'll have some of my spaceport workers unload the box from your ship. Take your credits and go. Extra 500? Decent. Are you here to race? I don't have time for anything else. I raced on Terrace. I won the season opener there. You and 12 other liars. Planet blows up, race records are lost, now everyone's a champion.
My friend tells the truth. I am a Jedi. Are you going to imply that I am lying as well?
Yeah, I have my own bike stored on my ship. Crash and burn, that's your problem. I just need warm bodies to pad the roster. Track maintenance fee of 100 credits. I don't need to pay the fee. You don't need to pay the fee. It's just a formality. Just ask me when you want to start. Set me up with a race. Positioning fee. I already paid a maintenance fee. Will you negotiate on the price? I don't feel I need to. The price is reasonable. You want to let me race for free? Maybe I'll let you race once for free. Yes, I think I will. I warn you. People don't get too many favors. You won't get this again. Beat 2390. Alright. Nice. Earned 10 racing points. Not bad for a beginner. Set me up with a race. Let's negotiate. Alright, fine. Dang it. I'm not trying to be a cheapskate, I just always am pleased when I can deny the Hutts a little bit of money. Beginning to think it was a mistake to sign you up. I'd be up against my local pro attractions in Tier 3. Set me up. Haven't I already dealt with this fee? Alright. It's a big payout. You shattered my track record. 80 racing bonds was the deal. Too fast for most of my racers. What sort of business do you need help with? Make money off signing good racers, good ones, not great ones. I want them young and stupid. Nico Sandy, great potential, only started racing a year ago and loves it.
And? Sounds like you have something special. What do you want help with?
I want Nico to sign a contract. Why won't he sign? I fund his bike and repairs, but I take a hefty cut of his winnings. Can't afford to go on his own. Give him a little push in the right direction, or a big shove. I think you should give him a better deal. What do you care whether I make money off the kid or not? You want to give Nico a better deal. Of course, I could just give him a better deal. Did I say that? I guess it doesn't make sense. I'll offer him a better deal. I'll make it back in the long run, I guess. Set me up with a race. I thought I won all the races. You've won all 3 tiers, okay, that's what I thought.
Oh, hi. You another racer then? I heard someone new was talking to Mata. Always room for more, I guess. Nice job beating my times, too. I guess my heart isn't in the racing. Contracts are distracting stuff.
I talked to Mata about you.
I suppose you've got a right to know track business, but with the times you've been posting...
I convinced him to give you a better contract.
You did? I don't believe it. I mean, I do, but I sure wasn't expecting it. I appreciate it, I really do. Now I can take my bike to the big races. There's not much of a circuit right now, but I'll be ready when it recovers.
When do you think you'll be leaving?
Hard to tell. I'll get some more runs here first. I need the practice. I have to top your time.
Goodbye. Good luck.
Thanks again. I meant it.
No light side points, though. Just a pat on the back. You beat Zora's Bafka's time? I have to get your auto print. My auto print? Go away. I wanted to get a mark of the best new racer of the circuit. What's wrong with that? You're so full of yourself now, I would hate to see what you would be like if your pro tour would back up. Nobody else is seeing this? It's like I'm a bit preoccupied right now, my dude. I don't think I have time for autographs.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
What is it?
murdered. Another data pad. Dark Jedi Night Road. Furpine cardio regulator. Let's go for fortitude then. Cantina. Gandroff.
Well now, what can Gandroff do for you? It's been a while since I've had anyone bother talking to me. I saw you down near the track, didn't I? Or was that someone else? I've been distracted by what happened on Taris.
Feels like millennia ago. Was at Mata's, yes.
Sure, not a problem. Might as well try to pass along some of what I know. My racing days are pretty much done.
I'm looking for something. Who knows the planet best?
Ask me again in a few years and it'll be me. I'm probably not going back out on the circuit. But for now, I don't know any more than the next guy. You should try the locals. Jawas, maybe. Funny little guy.
Alright.
Keep safe. Yep. Seems like tough times are coming.
It's the same guy who voiced Fisher. Furco Nellis.
Well, a fresh face for the game.
Oh, Bazak player. It's the Weekenders guy.
All right. But remember that there isn't much fun on Tatooine that isn't life-threatening. Come back if you like a game.
Later days. Ryan Patron. Junik Snard.
Huh? Who are you then? Only new people that come to Junix Nard's Cantina are long-time losers and bounty hunters. I don't have to tell you why the two don't mix well. Please keep any blaster fire to a minimum.
To a minimum. Do you have anything for sale?
Zerka Corporation only worries about keeping their own stores full. I don't have much on hand.
Gizka poison. Do I want to poison the Gizka? It doesn't cost that much. I'll have it on hand just in case. Otherwise, indeed, you do not have much on hand. I'll take these security tunnelers though. A lot of generic names. Droid shop. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be interesting. I gonna replace Bastila or am I gonna replace Juhani? Might end up being Bastila. Probably Juhani then again. She's strong, but I'm stronger. Yukalaka. What is this, a customer I don't recognize? Perhaps you bring off-world money to Yukalaka. My money is my own business. Of course it is, of course. But you appreciate the finer things. Take a look at the droid I have available. An HK-47. Fine protocol translator. It's been modified. Claims to understand the Sand People dialect. Has rare armor mounts. Combat ready, perhaps. Let me ask about HK-47. Let's just say that every function I've tested has performed perfectly. Most that I could find. You don't seem to know much about it. The unit has been a little uncooperative. They get that way when they've been
And if
too
the
long
unit
without a memory
proves
wipe.
even more uncooperative once we purchase it.
You can leave it alone if you find its mannerisms amusing. It might be a little eccentric, but it's stable. Why haven't you wiped its memory? Can't seem to access any inner circuits. It's definitely built for security and built to last. Claims it doesn't have access to its own memory core anyway. Could be telling the truth, it's hard to say. What's our price? Normally I'd give a discount, because I hear that swoop rays are like my brother. Times are hard right now. 5,000 credits. Could I convince you to lower the price a bit? 4,000, not a credit less. That was quick. Desperate to sell? Not really. First figure was really a little high. You never know, the occasional person bites right away. Perhaps I can convince you to go lower. How low are you expecting me to go? These are difficult times. You will lower the price because I deserve it.
You should treat your power with respect, not use the Force on a whim like it is some toy.
That's why you're not staying in the party. I will lower my price. You're deserving. 2,500. Deal. You will? I mean, of course you will. It's a good purchase, especially if it actually speaks to Sand People like it said. HK-47. What's up, my dude?
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you?
Kill something for me?
Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master.
Travel with me now.
Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
Bye, Juhani. Actually, we're gonna steal T3's components. Okay, first, we'll improve best attribute is strength. But you're also really good with intelligence, so we'll keep boosting computer. And I feel like it's in my interest to give him more health. Excuse me. And repair security computer, yes. Very nice. Now, heavy bleeding, shield disruptor, security +6, yep, computer probe, basic targeting, energy shield. This gives him weapon focus, blaster pistol. Okay, so he's equally proficient with pistols and rifles. So, one to 8, 1 to 6. Dang. Attack modifier +5. 4 to 9. Chance to stun. When you beat the game, you beat the game. Unfortunately, it's a linear story, but it has multiple ways that you can play through the story. You've got choices. You've got books and sports, and you can go outside and play. Which is why I save often, because there are times when I either forget or am unsure about what a certain dialogue option will lead me down, what path, so I can always revert back and use the path that I want. Which some people might be like, oh, that hurts the spirit of the game. Disagree. That's just like your opinion, man. Four to 9, 21. So this should be the primary. This could be the... Wow. That is a huge penalty. What do I care about more? The damage range or the hit? I feel like I'd rather give up 2 damage for a better chance to hit. Because what's the point of having a higher damage range if I don't hit? That's my call. Blaster.
Yes?
Yes?
If you're not familiar with HK-47, he's gonna be your favorite character in this game. His lines are just jokes. Isis. You there, of your kind, can you help Isis of Jawa? Their troubles, ghosts among the sands. What is it that you want? Leader of the tribe, you're in the same kind. Leader stands before your tribe. Troubles we have. Giants made of sand, horned ghosts that take us away. HK-47, can you help me out here?
Translation. 98% probability that members of the miniature organics tribe are being held by Sand People, Master. Doubtless, he wishes assistance.
What about the other 2%?
Translation. 2% probability that the miniature organic is simply looking for trouble and needs to be blasted. That may be wishful thinking on my part, Master.
What do you want me to do, Isis? No help given by the great group that digs machines. Isis asks you. You find us, bring in sand people, offer trade with you. Long we have scavenged, among you and those that came before. We have things you like for the service. Tell me about where your people are. Maybe I'll help. Place in the far south where they live. Great fighting as you approach. Tribe from in and out. Will be payment in trade and thanks. I'll expect payment if I do this. Trade can be made for this. Isis will see it done. Okay.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization.
I have proper authorization.
Well, let's see it. Come on.
Here's my hunting license.
All right. I'll just scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file, too. Good luck out there. You'll need it.
Marlena Venn.
Hello there. You're heading out into the desert? You're a hunter, right? You must be if you've been allowed to leave Anchorhead. When you see Tanis, and I know you old boys always stick together, tell him his wife hopes he enjoys the anniversary gift.
Anniversary gift?
Just a little something to remember me by. Something that symbolizes our years together. Something that will blow up in his face. Of course, he'll never understand how appropriate it is. He can't talk his way out of this one. He's not smart enough.
You sound like you're planning to kill him.
Oh, I'm through planning. I just left him a little mess that he has to take care of. If he's smart, he'll be just fine. But he's not smart.
I have to go.
I'm sure you do. Like I said, when you see him, tell him his wife Marlena says hello.
Hello. Actually, I'm gonna run back because I forgot after I got my hunting license. I have to sell that overly expensive raid plate. Raid is, I think, the creatures that you hunt in this game. I think they're supposed to be like rhinos or something. Big prize in the last round of the race summon on. It brings you here. Something to sell you. The biggest desert raid skull plate I've seen. 500 credits? Sure. Really? If they do, I'm definitely gonna watch, like, the, what do you call it, condensed version of the game, so I can catch those highlights. I would love if Tampa won. Fuck Dallas. Sorry for people from Dallas. Nobody here right now, but for anyone who watches the stream back, by chance, if you happen to be from Dallas. Just talking about the hockey team, not you.
Good.
Tied 1-1. But Tampa's leading the series, right? Like if Dallas wins, there's still another game, if I'm not mistaken. I have not been following, but nice. That's good. Lots of cushion.
Anyone out there?
Still, I'd love to see them take it.
I seem to be, doomed. Hey there, thanks for stopping. I appreciate it. I've been stuck without water for hours. Wasn't looking good. Oh, hey, it's you. I remember you at Faz's place. Could I get you to help out a fellow hunter? Please?
Please. What happened here?
Well, it would appear that I've worn out my welcome with my wife Marlena. She fixes my droids. Fixed them good this time.
Commentary. One would hope the female is better at repairs than Yukalaka. I still would like to crush his neck, Master.
I triggered some sort of trap she programmed. She probably figured I wouldn't be smart enough to get out. Yeah, she was right.
What do you want me to do?
The wife put a kink in my battle droids. They're in some sort of discharge loop.
Kinky.
And if I move from this spot, they're threatening to blow up. She knew I wouldn't know how to fix them. Could you try to do some repairs? They don't care if you move. It's just me who's stuck.
I say leave him.
You're pretty heartless for such a pretty lady, you know?
I take it back. Let's congratulate his wife.
Commentary.
Whoa,
I say we
Bastila.
blast the meat bag and save you the trouble, Master.
What's with all the droids lately? My wife get to you too?
Negative. I just don't like organic meat bags. Except for the Master, of course.
I'd, really appreciate a bit of help, please?
I'll help, but I want something in return.
What do you have in mind?
I'll help you if you give me credits. All you've got.
Hey, no problem. But it won't be a fortune or anything. I bet the wife has drained our shared accounts. Now, about that help. Just access each droid's repair interface. You'll have to do some tinkering, but be careful. One explosion I can survive. Any more than one and I'm dead. Oh, and ignore the message Marlena left in there. No way do I deserve this, I swear.
Acknowledgement.
Acknowledgement. Let's start with this one. Playback, a special message from Marlena.
Having fun on the dunes, Tanis? I made sure you would. Here's the deal. Your precious droids have trapped you. They'll hold you until you die of thirst. Make a mistake while repairing them, they explode. Have a good death. My mother was right about you.
Nice goal. Dope screen. He didn't have a chance. Access system status and repair functions. Enter diagnostic mode to try manual repair. Node 1 reports Node 2 failed. Node 2 reports Node 3 failed. Node 3 reports Node 2 failed. Okay. So there's a consensus on Node 2. So Node 3 is reporting accurately? System error, energy governor offline, slime ball must die. Subscript executing, isolating unit to minimize damage. Ouch. Well then. Let's try to do that again. Scanning heat dissipation system. Data missing from prime values. 2, 3, 5, 11. Missing value 7. That was easy. I know my prime numbers. At least the first set. Okay, X12C group integrity. Oh. Primary motivators offline. Power cell drain must not exceed total. Different motivators are measure the same total energy pool as either 300 small pulses or 180 large pulses. Okay, it's like upper motivator has used 100 small pulses. How many large pulses are left? Yeah, I was gonna say this is fractions. So (30/18). (15/9). Small pulses. Or no, large pulses. So if it used 100, then it used oh man. Now I feel dumb. It used 100. It used 1/3. 1/3 of 180 60. But that doesn't seem to be what's happening here. 120? Yeah, you're dead, man. Feels bad. Oh, wait. Oh, I got it right. Sick. I'm smart. Access system status. 4 times 14. 11 minus 14. 31 minus... Wait, what? What the heck am I looking at? Descriptive number progression. Determine the corrective progression by describing the previous entry. Four 14. Or wait, it starts with 4. Then you put a 1 in front of it. And then there's an 11. So there's always a 14 on the end after the second one. Which means it has to be one of these two. How does 11 become 31? I'm just gonna hit this one. Well.
I'm here.
Sure.
I guess I'm still gonna get my credits from you, so it feels bad, dude. Too much work to save the life of a guy who's like a scumbag, so. The sandcrawler is humongous.
Who are you? It doesn't matter. Can you handle a blaster? It may attack again at any second. I doubt we could hold out on our own against another wave of them.
It's a great accent you got there.
You would be right. Came out of nowhere. Wait, damn it. Here they come again. How did it do that?
Out of nowhere. Spaghetti.
Yes,
Can I
Determination required.
More? Oh my gosh.
Let's make this quick.
To maximum.
Holy moly.
Thanks for your help. I don't think we'll try holding this position for much longer. We're not soldiers. Did the company send you? It's about time they drove these animals out.
I've agreed to try and stop the Sand People attacks.
Well, you've got a lot of work ahead of you. Do you know about their enclave in the south? Don't even try to go near it. They've taken all the Zerka weapons that were supposed to protect our sandcrawlers. That place is a fortress, a death trap. You'll have to find some way to sneak into the place. Glad it's not my job. Yeah, so do we. There's no way we're repairing this thing while getting attacked over and over. The desert can have it. Ah, the Jawas will salvage it eventually anyway. Then we can buy it back and start over. Makes sense to me.
Wonderful. My fuse pile. Away from them. All right. Alley-oop.
Powering weapons.
Nice.
Ready.
Ouch. Apparently not ready.
Ready.
Actually, he has like no demolition skill, does he? 7. Okay, we're gonna stop trying to pick them up.
I'm here.
What?
We're just gonna defuse them next time.
Don't let me die under here, please!
Huh?
Please help! I can't get out!
3, 2, 1.
I got you good now. Squee. That's what that probably sounds like. Give us 500 credits or die. Perhaps I could persuade you not to do this? You look pretty weak right now. We got you good. You want to let me go. You got what you came for. We let you go now. We got what we wanted. Yeah, we sure did. Gurk? They didn't give us nothing. Shut up. We got what we wanted. Now we go. That's how this works. Yeesh. Yeah, makes sense. That's how that works.
Master?
I'm here.
Yes?
I'm here.
Yes?
Oh, I did that. Doesn't really make sense. Average plasma mine. Nah.
You cannot win.
I'll just keep spawning. Jeez.
Ready.
Yes?
What?
What can I do?
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Tutu. Yeah. It's not over till it's over, man.
Yes?
Oh, oops, that was there. Ah, get her off me. Alright, let's continue. Probably like a combination of having to be on mountain time and like getting up early on mountain time. I can imagine that's probably quite a toll to then come back over here. Although, if anything, that should make it so she stays up later. Whatever, no judgment. Oh, night shift. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, I would be dead. Obviously recognized you. They astounded you here. This guy's got you past the turrets outside, but it's not effective at close range.
Interjection. One moment. I believe I understood that, Master. It may not have been his intention, but he did actually communicate something.
Tell him we're not a threat.
Translation. Result. I believe I've succeeded in confusing him, Master. We have shown an interest, not common among outsiders.
Apologize for being here. Say we want peace.
Translation. Translation. He is expressing disbelief, as am I, but his duty requires that he report to his chieftain. Extrapolation. It would seem that we are at least worthy of curiosity for the moment. I would much rather this get bloody, Master, but it is your call.
He despises outsiders. Oh. Crap. Okay, I'm gonna stop skipping, because clearly it doesn't time very well. He's demanding to know why he should let us survive this encounter. We want a peaceful solution.
Translation. Translation. He claims he has no reason to believe you, Master. Your kind have tainted this land with machines and uncaring, ignorant feet. Translation. He requires proof of good faith. We must make a contribution to his people that shows we are not a threat. Shall I blast him now, Master?
Ask what it is he wants.
Translation. Translation. He plans to move his people farther from Anchorhead, but they need to build up stores of water first. He says you must aid him. Translation. He wants moisture evaporators from the Zerka. If you deliver them, he will order that his people reduce their attacks on miners.
Tell him we'll get the vaporizers. Evaporators.
Translation. Translation. He does not believe you, Master. We will only be allowed to re-enter the Enclave when we have the Vaporators with us. Translation. We are to be escorted outside. He will
Sounds
wait,
like the
but
rockets
he
hit in
doesn't
the
believe
shed.
we are coming back.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I would like clothes. Dark Jedi Master and Keldroma.
What?
It's so funny. I was thinking about Tourette's guy the other day. What do you have to purchase? You don't look like a moisture farmer. What do you want him for? That's none of your concern, is it? No, I suppose not. Two of the finest evaporators. Of course, they only produce one model right now. 400 for the pair. Go ahead. Okay. Gotta sprint back out there again, I guess. Part of me wants to finish Tatooine tonight, but I can't fully remember how many other things I have to complete. Actually, Vorn. Kill a Gamorrean named Vorn Dasrad. Tatooine hunting crate dragons. Okay, we'll come across him then.
Oh, it's you again. I'll just let you pass. The boys in the office may need... Good hunting.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. He's disgusted by my presence.
Extrapolation. This guard doesn't appear honored to have the job of greeting us.
Tell him we have the moisture converters.
Translation. Translation. He will take us before the chieftain, as he was instructed to do. Translation. He did not expect us to return, Master. He wonders if we have brought the moisture evaporators.
Tell him that we have them.
Translation. Translation. He does not trust you, Master, but you have done more than any other outsider. They will not attack, and he grants you his chieftain's gaffy as reward. Translation. The attacks will be reduced, and he will allow you to explore this enclave, but be warned that any lack of respect will result in death.
I have a few questions.
Protocol. If you truly want this sadly peaceful arrangement to continue, be careful of what you ask.
Ask about the captives.
Clarification. We must be more specific, Master. They capture many organics.
The Jawas.
Translation. Translation. He says that the captive Jawas are slaves and that they have lived past their usefulness. You may take them if you wish.
Okay. Tell him farewell.
Translation. Translation. We are free to leave.
Very cool. Chewie taking shit. Good save name. Do an autosave. So like, for example, if I wanted to open this bin, they will likely attack if anything goes missing. Selecting any of their containers again would prove disastrous. Okay. Sand people, female. Alright, they didn't get mad about that. You're from the old city new. Are you a rescuer? Sand people say you can go. Run to Anchorhead. Thank you. Alright then. I'm pretty sure they have like some kind of elder storyteller here. Some kind of like old wise man figure. Maybe I'm confused. Seems grateful to you, or at least less inclined to smash your head open.
Query. What do you wish to ask of him, Master?
I want information on Sand People culture.
Protocol. This will be a very sensitive topic, Master. You will want to be careful with your questions or risk offending him. Not that that is much of a worry.
Tell me the history of your clan.
Translation. Translation. He says that he will not, Master. There is one storyteller in each clan, and only he may recite the histories.
Could we meet the storyteller?
Translation. Translation. He says that you don't understand. They must never be told to someone who might say them incorrectly out of ignorance. Translation. To speak them in error is a blasphemy punishable by death. Only their greatest warriors are even permitted to listen to the tales.
How could I prove I'm a worthy warrior?
Translation. Translation.
I don't know why he keeps turning away. I feel like that's a bug, but...
usually kill outsiders. Since you are an outsider yourself, that would not suffice. Translation. The greatest challenge for a warrior is to face a great dragon, the largest predator on Tatooine. Fight one of those, and bring back a dragon pearl. Discussed. I think he's making fun of you, Master. He doesn't believe an outsider could do such a thing.
Where could I find a great dragon?
Translation. Translation. There is a dragon in the far eastern Dune Sea, but he claims you could never defeat it. Here is a map to the area. Translation. There is a hunter, a Twi'lek, that is sometimes seen out there. Perhaps he would be of some help.
Tell him farewell for now.
Translation. Translation. We are free to leave.
Nice. Oh wow. I'm getting real evil. Oh, gotta get that last bit of toughness. So my health is 271. Well, I guess that's after it calculated it because it thought I selected it. Still, that's a lot. I've never had that much. Stasis field. All hostile creatures within a 10-meter radius of target goes into catatonic stasis. Want. Damn, Daniel. +6 strength, +5 constitution. Caca. Very dope. That's nothing. Vast expanse. Okay, so don't go that way. Is this refuse? It's not. Oh, this might be our bounty hunter mission. Yep. That's him, alright.
Master?
droid to seek out and attack Vorn. Yep. What's going on here? What are you doing with my assault droid? I've reprogrammed your droid. Turn my own droid against me. Very clever. It takes more than a rogue assault droid to take down Vorn Dasrad. Does it?
You shall fall.
Datapad. What's going on with this? Oh, okay. That's that then. Oh, so this is just the way I came in. I guess he only spawned here after I found his droid or whatever. So now... going dragon hunting. Back. Second marker post. More dewbacks. I guess this is their Twi'lek. Comad Fortuna.
I'm tired of waiting, Comad. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
It's right there. How do you... How big could this dragon be? That big. Thought I might see you out here, human. We're hunters, you and I. We should pool our skills. Attract a very special beast. Tonight, he's the hunted by unorthodox means. Why should I trust you? Why you shouldn't? I haven't threatened you. I just asked you to help me. Perhaps I should question you. I'll save my reason to be out here. Can't be certain you're trustworthy. I'll help. Tell me how. Let's hide Rebel's Master Fire. I've placed mines around the mouth of the cave. We must coax him out. But this is the end of the season of hibernation. It will take much to rouse him. How will we lead Banthas here? Find some Bantha fodder to lead the Banthas here. If you find fodder, paint the Banthas here. If it was that simple, you'd do it yourself. Some people regard Banthas as sacred. Attempting to feed the herd in this area will likely lead to an attack. Some people are strong, fierce. They won't think nothing of killing you. I have your fodder. Oh, okay. There's the herd right there. Alright. Come here, Banthas. Banthas perk up as you approach, obviously attracted by the fodder you're carrying. Nice.
Achuta. Wonga kun bistul. Achuta. Wonga kun bistul.
Good job. Come talk to me. This is going quicker than I thought. Quickly, be ready. The Banthas are in position and soon stir our restless prey. I'm ready. Oh boy, he's a big one. Banthas are just watching. It's done. Great Beast is dead. I denied him a final fight, but I will honor his memory to make amends. You've earned to share the victory. I want more. You'll give me all of it. I don't think so. You can give what you're worth. Respect the hunt and leave it at that.
This betrayal is beneath you. Do not let your greed draw you to the dark side.
Can't step away from a battle like this one. No words can express my distaste for you. If you intend to take what I've worked for, you will have a good fight for it. Keep your share. I guess you earned it. Thank you for your help. I shall see you again. Alright. Damn it. A Jedi got killed. Violet crystal, dope. Shoot Twi'lek corpse. Nerve amplifier belt. Immunity to mind affecting. Sick. Man, I got some good gear. Very pleased by that.
Sure.
There's our star map. Oh no. All those guys waiting outside the cave for us. It looks like Darth Malak's apprentice.
I believe there can be little doubt that we have found the star map you were seeking. I am surprised it is still working after all this time.
I do not think it is mere chance that we have found the star map here, in the lair of a Krayt dragon. The star map is an artifact of the dark side. The Krayt dragon may have been drawn here by its dark power, only to be enslaved by it. Come, we should leave this place. There's nothing else for us here.
Okay. Well.
Ready?
Yes?
First things first. Let's use all that force power of yours to heal up. Because we got a battle on our hands.
What?
Master?
I'm here.
Sure.
At last, my search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure. You may have defeated the pathetic bounty hunter my master sent after you, but you are no match for me. I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself.
You were on the Ender Spire. You killed Trask. Oh yeah. You're Malak's apprentice? Can't say I'm impressed.
Your words mean nothing to me, unless you wish to beg for your life. No? Then I shall try to make this both quick and painful.
Force resistance, speed, armor, and then... Actually, first a shield, then resist, then speed, then armor. You are gonna try to stun them all, and then valor and armor and attack. You are just a droid, so do your thing.
I'm here.
At its best.
Let's make this quick.
Murdered. Darth Bandon's fiber armor. Oh. Five armor. Upgradable. Does it stop me from using force powers? It does. How come he's allowed to use force powers? Bull crap. So... do I have the pearl? I thought... bring him a dragon pearl and he will consider it. So I didn't get a dragon pearl? Well, that fucking sucks. See if we can figure out what happened there. Oh, that Comad guy's gone? Something to sell you. Oh. So I do have a dragon pearl. It just doesn't show up in my inventory, I guess. Okay then. Let's turn in these quests since we're here. First of all,
Greetings again.
I have gaffy sticks.
I see.
Just the regular ones.
Then I'll take those off your hand. I see.
Do you have the chieftain's gaffy?
Well,
Here it is.
that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerka Corporation thanks you.
You want to give me an additional reward.
And I wouldn't want you to leave without this additional reward. Yes, of course I wouldn't.
Zerka may be a corrupt organization, but that does not justify us using the Force for personal gain.
Shh. Quiet, Bastila. Throwing off my groove. Okay, who's next? Gotta turn in our quest for ISIS. I mean, Isis. Yes, Bastila. You wanna talk to me?
I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zar.
I think we both know the real reason you've been watching me.
You never give up, do you? I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think. You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force, and I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it.
I make you tremble? Do you get all tingly inside too?
What? No, of course not. Not like that anyway. In many ways, you are dangerous. You could be the savior of the galaxy, or you could bring untold destruction upon us all. I have seen you give in to temptation and indulge your baser emotions on many occasions. I'm afraid you are on the path that leads to the dark side. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety, for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand.
What are you trying to tell me?
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
You seem to know it pretty well.
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
Perhaps it's just the reasoning for those acts you don't expect. Don't accept. Are you saying the light side is innocent of killing?
One who serves the light does not strike down an innocent. We take arms against the dark side and the injustice that follows it only. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause? To use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Do whatever is required, such as?
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Okay. Talk a big game. Is. Thank you for what was done. Mine have returned because of you. As agreed, I have things to give you. I'll be fine. Good luck. Good friend of Jawas. Remember when your kind is gone. Okay.
Good.
Good hunting out there. Run back to the Sand People. Gonna have a little history lesson. There's like nobody out in the fields now. I guess because they're all moving out. Did I loot this? Of course I did. What up?
Query. What do you wish to ask of him, Master?
I want information on Sand People culture.
Protocol. This will be a very...
I know that. Tell me the history.
Translate.
Here's a dragon pearl.
Translation. Translation. He is stupefied, Master. He never thought you could return with such an item. Such a thing has not been done in many years. Translation. He will allow you to meet the storyteller, but also gives a warning. If you dare to repeat the histories incorrectly, you will be killed. Translation. The storyteller will be summoned to one of the rooms here in the Enclave. He seems to think this is a great honor for you, Master.
Why are they so hostile to outsiders?
Translation. Translation. He says that the fact that you have to ask, this is just one more example of your ignorance as an outsider, Master. He says you are blind. Translation. His people believe they are part of the land, living with it. You and your kind dare to raise yourself above it. You remove yourself. Translation. That act of removal makes you an outsider, separate from all that is important. You could never understand how unwelcome you are.
Okay, farewell for now.
Translation. Translation. We are free to leave.
The storyteller. Storyteller is relatively calm. He regards you coldly.
Translation. He identifies himself as the storyteller, Master. He has been told of your warrior skills and will speak the history to you.
I'm honored. Ask him what he records.
Translation. Translation. There is only one accepted history, passed orally to each successive generation. Translation. A book or datapad can be taken away, cheapening the value of what it contains. To commit it to paper or storage is to remove it from the people.
Okay, what topics?
Translation. Translation. You may choose to hear the history, or you may choose not to. Their history is a single entity that cannot be partitioned. Translation. The only exception is in continuing the tales once they have begun. If you leave, when you return, he will continue from where he left off.
Okay, I'm gonna run to the bathroom while he's telling the history, so I can watch it back later.
Translation. Translation. It begins with the ancient times. They were not sand people, for there was no sand. The land was green with life, and they walked without wrappings. Translation. Though the land was beautiful, they lived apart from the land. They built their walls high and saw beyond the horizon. They dared to reach the stars. Translation. There are no words for how long ago this was. It was before the outsiders, before the abduction, before the cities fell, before the builders.
My bad. Let's continue.
Translation. Translation. His arrogant people touched the stars, and this sin drew the attention of the builders. The builders did not touch the stars, they lashed them to millstones. Translation. Great demons of metal stripped the world of its riches, until all that was left was the green of the ground. The great cities were lifted away. Translation. Those that had used the wealth were taken along with it. Transgressors abducted to serve past the sky, seeding the stars with penitent, adaptable slaves. Translation. Translation. There came a time when the builders were also judged for their crimes. After generations, a plague weakened them, and the time of the Great War began. Translation. The builders faltered, and his people realized why they had been punished, so that they understood the crime, and would now strike down the greater offender. Translation. They worked chaos in the machines, so they destroyed themselves. The builders fought back, laying waste to the green that had been misused with fire from above. Translation. Soil became glass, grinding to sand, but the fight was long planned, and his people were safe. Deep in cave homes carved from valley wall, they were free. Translation. Editing, if I may, Master. This section of his tale details several millennia of the Long Walk, their nomadic wanderings as they accept their identity in a desert world. Rather than strain my circuits on his dialect, might we just assume there was much fighting over who has the biggest bantha and move on to more recent things?
If you can gently encourage that, go ahead.
Translation. Translation. The tribes spread far, distant from each other, but all as sand people, and all cherished the land that remained. The sand would not be misused. Translation. Then machines fell from the stars again, outsiders like you that brazenly walked apart from the land. And greater still was the insult to come. Translation. These outsiders reminded them of their past transgression, of the time when they too walked apart from land. The outsiders, your kind, looked like their ancient abducted. Translation. So it is to the current sons that the Sand People hate all outsiders and give them no footing. You come again, time after time, adaptable slaves to the machine.
Is there anything further?
Editing. The last 1,000 years are full of conflicts with different groups of attempted planetary settlers, all of whom are poorly described, long dead, and likely untraceable. I believe I have truncated it down to the usable bits in what was already said. I hope it is enough, Master.
I'm gonna ask about what I've heard.
Cautionary. I should warn you, Master, that any questioning of their interpretation may be seen as trying to change the meaning of what was said. Clarification. They may consider this to be speaking the words in error, a blasphemy they would attempt to kill you for.
Ask about the time of enslavement.
Clarification. I believe they were occupied by this technologically superior species for a substantial period. Stripping an entire planet of usable resources would have taken generations.
Why would invaders have done this?
Obvious. The same reason Zerka Corporation is attempting it now. Expanding empires need tremendous amounts of resources.
How many people were taken off-world?
Translation. Translation. He has no number. He claims that those that were taken were examples of the worst of his kind, arrogant and uncaring of the land. Doubtful, Master. This is just another distortion due to their demonization of the builders. It's like claiming an aspect of his people were taken, not actual individuals. Clearly, history has colored his view. Of course, only the inferior meatbags were taken. The remaining were his ancestors, after all. It must have been special. Obedient. Translate.
I want to save because I don't want to get into a brawl with these people. Just not that down. Ask me what I've heard. Talk about the time of enslavement. Come here off-world. Rethink.
Cautionary. Master, this line of questioning may be interpreted as attempting to change the story. He may react poorly.
Just do it.
Translation. Cautionary. As expected, he is claiming you have committed blasphemy. Warming blasters, combat is inevitable.
Fair enough. We'll ask about different parts of the history then. I want to ask about ancient times.
Clarification. It would appear that they once had a thriving technologically advanced society, but were wiped out by a much more sophisticated alien species.
Ask him if these builders resemble any modern species.
Translation. Translation. He only understands the builders as an iconic force meant to test the resolve of his people. He is not making sense, Master. Clarification. They claim their stories are repeated unchanged, but they have demonized these builders. In their minds, they wreaked such havoc they could not possibly be flesh and blood. Caution. Clarification. The occupying force suffered some sort of species-wide plague that lowered their numbers over time. His people used this extended weakness to sabotage their larger ships. The response of the builders appears to have been to lay waste to the entire surface of Tatooine.
They repel such a powerful species.
Doubting. They didn't, Master. They struck a blow, but the storyteller only believes they won because the builders were gone when they emerged from their caves. That does not mean they defeated anyone. It seems clear that the builders simply sterilized their problem and left. The enemy judged them not worthy to fight. Obedient.
Continue the history where we left off.
Translation. Translation. Now that you have heard the whole of the history, you may select a...
Okay, the long walk.
Translation. Editing, if I may, Master. This section of his tale details several millennia of the long walk, their nomadic wanderings as they accept rather than strain my search.
Okay, I want to hear it all.
Resignation. Very well, Master. Very well.
Several hours later.
Translation. The tribes spread far, distant from each other, but all the sand people and all cherished the land that remained. The sand would not be misused. Translation. Then machines fell from the stars again, outsiders like you that brazenly walked apart from the land. And greater still was the insult to come. Translation. These outsiders reminded them of their past transgression, of the time when they too... Translation.
Is there anything further?
Editing. The last 1,000 years. I believe I...
Okay.
Him, really.
We'll have to discuss this impudence, HK-47.
Agreement. Of course, Master. Just no more of their inane wandering.
And... outsiders.
Clarification. They appear to hate humanity with a passion only rivaled by their hatred of the Builders. For some reason, you resemble what they once were. Perhaps there is a lingering fear that you are their tainted selves returning from exile among the stars.
Is it a physical or societal similarity?
Cautionary. Master, if you mean to suggest that humanity is ancestrally linked to ancient Tatooine, you will strain his belief system to its pitiful meatbag maximum.
Okay, I think that's it.
Translation.
It's all interesting. I'll have to review it later, and maybe I can splice all those clips together just so that there's a nice clean run-through of the Sand People history, because I feel like some people would appreciate that. They'd be like, oh, that's neat. Okay. Tatooine complete. So, I want to go back to Manon, because there's a guy who's looking for exotic creatures. And now, my ship is full of these little friggin' I'll pet it. Play a game. You played peekaboo, hiding your face and startling the creature. What fun. Leave it alone. Okay. Let's go to Manon and see if this guy will buy them. Sounded like "Oh Canada." Oh Canada.
What happened? What's going on?
Sith interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Karrath's vessel. My old mentor.
Oh boy. I didn't think this was gonna come up yet.
Admiral Kareth taught me everything I know about being a soldier. He was a legend in the Republic fleet, and a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, which is Saul Kareth's flagship, was at the head of the fleet. My family was destroyed that day, and my wife died in the Sith bombardment.
Don't do anything you'll regret.
I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill Saul during our escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
And I'll admit, it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. You can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Kareth doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We all have special talents. Talents we could exploit so that one of us could stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope.
Don't worry, I can get away from the guards.
The Admiral will be watching the three of us far too closely for any plot involving you, me, or Karth to succeed. It's going to be up to one of the others to get us out of this.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save our skins, we better do it quick. In another minute, we're gonna have Sith troops marching up our loading ramp.
I'm gonna go with T3.
Well, the droid's right. If we disable him, the Sith will probably wipe his memory chips and take him to the junk pile. But if we can rig a backup memory chip with a timer, when it kicks in, the little fellow will be reactivated and he can come find us.
But he's not gonna have any equipment on him.
Well, that's a risk we might have to take, unless you can come up with a better plan to get us out of this.
We'll use Juhani.
You speak the truth. I alone of all the group might be able to remain hidden if the Sith search the ship. I could wait until the guards have completed their search, then come to rescue you.
Try it your way. May the Force be with you.
Hold on, they're dragging us into the docking bridge.
Bastila, Karth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Kareth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We searched the ship from top to bottom. Somebody would have had to be invisible for us not to find them in there.
Well done. Return to your post and I'll tell the Admiral of this.
Karth, it has been far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promise myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Kareth. as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are.
I'll never betray the Jedi.
You're defiant. I'm certain Malak will find your loyalty to the Jedi amusing. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just killed you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you.
History?
You mean... Oh, this can't be true, can it? You really don't know what's going on here, do you? Well, I won't be the one to deprive Malak of the pleasure of telling you himself. The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields.
Synchronized dancing.
Enough.
While we are
I don't want
tortured.
them to pass out before I question them. Malak will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible.
My loyalty is as true as Bastila's.
It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffering. The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Bastila will suffer.
I will not betray the Jedi Order even to save Bastila.
My pain is meaningless. Tell him nothing.
I tire of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained?
Alderaan. It's on Alderaan.
Alderaan is nothing but a planet of artisans and philosophers. There is no training academy there. You must think this is a game. Very well, this is the price of your resistance. Enough! You see what happens when you try to defy me. This first question was a test. Obviously, Malak knew the academy was on Tatooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Tatooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters.
Apparently my stomach is rumbling. That's not true. That's impossible.
It doesn't matter whether you believe me or not. The fact remains that the Jedi on Tatooine have been eradicated, along with any hope of someone coming to rescue you. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malak and our Sith Armada?
We were sent to assassinate Lord Malak.
Do you take me for a fool? The Jedi are not assassins. They would never devise such a plan. Perhaps you need a reminder of the consequences of refusing to cooperate.
No! Pain! Ah!
Listen, can you not hear her suffering? You can spare her further pain by simply answering my questions. Now I will ask again, on what mission did the Jedi Council send you?
It accomplishes nothing. We will never betray the Republic. And apparently you've shut my shields down.
Perhaps another lesson is in order.
No! No! I beg you, no! Mercy! No!
I am surprised she did not pass out sooner. Rarely have I seen someone withstand such punishment and remain conscious. I see I am wasting my time here. When Malak arrives, you will learn my interrogation techniques are considered merciful among the Sith. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malak arrives.
Dancing and synchronization. At least make those animations asymmetrical.
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet.
Too much programming
Admiral
effort.
Kareth had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Karth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost.
No one is without hope of redemption, Bastila.
Yes. I suppose you're correct. Sometimes it's easy to lose sight of that hope in the face of such unbridled cruelty. But you speak the truth. I suppose I'm taking the news of Tatooine's destruction quite hard. First Taris, now the Academy. Is there no end to the killing?
Maybe he was lying.
I'd like to believe that Saul was lying to us. But even as he said the words, I knew they were true. The Academy is gone. We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Rook, Endar, Huzzah. I cannot imagine all of them being gone. In any case, we've lost our one place of refuge in the galaxy.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back.
Where is he now?
Saul mentioned that Lord Malak was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
It is fortunate you were able to resist the Admiral's questioning. The fate of the galaxy could be changed by revealing the slightest piece of vital information. I have to confess something. There was a moment, just a moment, when part of me was hoping you would tell him what he wanted to know, just to make the horrible pain stop.
Saul would have tortured us no matter what I told him.
I've known Admiral Kareth a long time, and I think you're right. The interrogation was a sham. Saul was toying with us. He didn't care what we told him. I think it was just an excuse to torture us before Malak arrived.
Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force. The Admiral has sent his message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malak is coming.
Well, then we better hope Juhani busts us out of here before he arrives.
I shall not be seen.
Interesting. Alright, folks. As interesting as this story's getting, we're gonna save it for another day. It's been a 3-hour session. I gotta call it an evening. Thank you for tuning in thus far. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see y'all next time. I think I'll probably continue this tomorrow, because this is a fun part, and I haven't played as Juhani on this level before, so we'll see how that goes. But until then, peace out.